Timeline of the revolution. Can we see that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So this timeline just shows a lot of information and dates. Some important dates we just heard about. 1765, they passed the Stamp Act as a means to pay for British troops. Colonists violently protest this measure. They were not happy. That was in 1765. In 1766, they repealed the Stamp Act, which meant they reversed it. They took it back. In 1775, George Washington takes command of the Continental Army. And we will learn more about all of these things coming up in the future. Shots fired at Lexington, and Minutemen forced British troops back to Boston. Minutemen were soldiers that were ready to fight in a minute, quickly. That will be a vocabulary word in the future. Okay?
Okay.
1778, France signs a treaty of alliance with the United States, and the American Revolution becomes a world war. A lot of these events and wars led up to the American Revolution, which we will learn about in the future. Okay? We are focusing on the things that led up to the American Revolution. Can you see that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. What does this question say?
What called the American Revolution higher tax?
Very good. So what caused the American Revolution? There's a lot of things that caused it. One was higher taxes. Higher taxes, the colonists had to pay the government higher taxes. They were not happy. And then another question, can you read that question? This one right here?
Yeah. The England raised tax on the colonies.
Right, so why did England raise taxes on the colonies? And it was to pay for a war with France. What is a war?
No
a war
place.
is not. What is it?
No place.
It's fighting, right? A war? No
Yeah.
peace. Right. Okay. So they raised taxes to pay for the war. We'll watch a video that talks about that. I don't know if you can see. Can you see this one word right here?
Cause.
Cause. And then can you see this word over here?
Raw.
Effect.
Effect. Raw.
Correct. So the cause and the effect. So a cause would be a reason why something happens. And then the effect would be the result. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So can you see this cause right here? Can you read that?
Population. Croton.
Right.
Croton in colonies.
Right. Population growth in colonies. There was more people. How about that one?
Conflict over land in a hero valley.
Ohio Valley, right. They wanted more land. How about this? And then what happened?
With
War. Right here. Oh. War with who?
with France.
Right. They wound up going to war with France. So we'll watch a video that talks about all of that. Okay. Homework. The Road to Independence. Did you both reread? Ah. This week you will reread your homework,
Yeah.
The Road to Independence, right?
Yeah.
And then be prepared to answer what? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So again, The Road to Independence is where we are. Your homework is to read the same pages. Page 12 to 15. Study vocabulary and end of section quiz questions. And then if you can get into Canvas, review the videos too. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. So I gave you the summary and the pre-reading for next week. Think about, identify 3 key facts related to U.S. history from The Road to Independence and the video. From that, you will come up with your 5 statements. Okay?
Okay.
And we will discuss on Thursday. Okay, we will watch the video now. So just try and read along because there's no speaking on this video. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, can we see these things right here, these reasons?
Yes.
Okay. So the colonists were not happy. England was telling them they couldn't move any further. They had to pay for the war. And the colonists were not happy. There's many reasons that the colonists were growing upset with England. Okay. Okay. So that was just a quick review of the causes that led up to the road to independence. I'm going to talk a lot. So today's class, I am going to tell you about Thanksgiving, which is the holiday we're having today. Can you see this? Okay. Good. Can you see him? This is a turkey. Yay, a turkey. Okay. So, on Thanksgiving in America, this says, wishing you happiness at Thanksgiving. And on Thanksgiving in America, we celebrate when the Pilgrims came over to America. Okay? Good job, I can see you. A pilgrim, a female from a long time ago, would have looked like this. This is a pilgrim. And when the Pilgrims came over to America, it was very hard sailing. So after they settled here, they went through a winter, a crazy winter, and after the harvest, they celebrated, and they got together with the Indians. See, I have feathers in my hair. Indians. And when they ate, they gave thanks. It says thank you. So at Thanksgiving, we eat like the Pilgrims and the Indians did, and we talk about our blessings, which are the things we are thankful for. My feathers. And the things we are thankful for we are also grateful for. So this says, 'tis the season to be grateful. Grateful is another word that means thankful. Okay. Since you can hear me, I'm going to play a video about Thanksgiving. Okay? Okay. You key facts need to listen for one key fact about Thanksgiving. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you read just this right here?
Lives of as leading to the American Revolution.
Right. So list of events leading to the American Revolution. So what's another word for events? Any idea?
No.
Okay. How about reasons? Or things that led to the American Revolution. So can you see this in the yellow here?
Yeah.
Okay, what does that say?
Sugar and
Right,
1764.
good, very good. So Britain made all of these acts or laws and this is the result of these laws. The colonists continued to get, what word is that?
Angry.
What does that mean? Were they happy or mad?
They mad of something.
Right, they're mad about something. And the some things they're mad about are all of these events. So in 1764, this British law charged duties on sugar imported by the colonies, along with several other products. The Currency Act were many or several acts which regulated the issuing of money by the American colonists. The Stamp Act required certain printed materials like newspapers in America to be on paper produced in Britain. So more taxation. The Quartering Act. Can you read this?
Forced.
Right. So forced means against their will. So this act forced the colonists to provide food and shelter for British soldiers when needed. That's not okay. No. Townshend Acts heavily taxed the colonies again. During the Boston Massacre, an angry mob or group of colonists confronts British soldiers in Boston. So confront means they got into a fight. Not good. And as a result, 5 colonists are killed. The Tea Act taxed teas. Then the Boston Tea Party had American Indians dump British tea into the harbor. So all of these events or reasons are what led up to the American Revolution. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a lot, right, for the colonists to put up with? I think so. This is the Boston Tea Party. When the colonists were angry with the British taxes on tea, they threw all of the tea overboard. Can you see that?
No.
Can you see this picture?
Yes.
Okay. Who are these people down here?
Ladies and gentlemen.
Right, very good. So these are the colonists, right?
Yeah.
And are these colonists on the boat or Indians? Do they look like Indians or colonists?
Yes, I look.
They look like Indians, right?
Yes.
Right, they were dressed up like Indians. And what are they throwing in the water?
I don't know.
This event is labeled the Boston Tea Party. So are they throwing coffee, tea, or turkey in the water?
Wow.
They're throwing tea, right?
Yeah.
Right. This is boxes of tea because they were mad about the tea tax.